Yeah, road trip. Road trip with Jordan Maxwell and Rachel Reenstra on Route 66. I brought my karaoke mic in case you want to sing. In case you want to break out in some Beatles. You want cold or hot?
No, that's fine.
I can make it whatever right here. This is yours on this side. Turn it right for heat and left for cold. So look at this. You see this?
Yeah.
You can make it whatever temperature you want. Look at that. I can make it 75, 76. You just turn it as hot as you want it. And you'll get this to be as hot as you want it.
That's fine.
No, I don't like cold.
You need to get over the left.
Oh my goodness. Do you have a license?
Huh?
Do you have a back seat license? If so, please present it to me. We're talking about the Beatles and the sun and the scarab and what was written in Egypt.
Now you add to that today the symbol for world communism is a sunrise over a mountain range.
Right?
Then you add to that the tail feathers of the eagle on the back of a $1 bill. There are 9 tail feathers. They're called the Council of 9. Freemasonry says that they have a Council of 9. I don't doubt that at all.
Now, when I saw that dollar bill, someone really broke it down for me and explained it. That right there was mind-blowing right there. Holy mackerel.
Yeah.
Right in front of our face. But do you think there are I know there are underground tunnels, but
Underground cities.
yes, and I met someone 2 days ago. I sent you the link from Romania.
Yeah.
And those mountains called Bucci, Buchei.
Yeah, I know.
And those 3 tablets where if you touch them, all of a sudden this hologram would show up. And Tibet was the other one. And Egypt. The 3 places where I don't know about these. Do people still live there now? Or was this just once upon a time? The underground thing really confuses me. Who's living there?
Probably ETs. Wouldn't surprise me then.
But we're ETs. Maybe the aliens that are just, they can't handle the sun.
Yeah.
Understand there are underground tunnels that lead all over the world. I mean,
Everywhere.
everywhere.
The biggest underground installation in the world is probably,
Really?
yep, it's called underground.
Oh my God, Rachel, you just did not stop it right when Jordan Maxwell was going to tell us all about the underground tunnels and what's on the dollar bill, which you probably know. We talked for 8 hours. I mean, he did sleep a large portion of that time, but it was one of the craziest road trips ever because I just kept learning and my mind is still spinning and I just got around to editing it, okay? This was about 3 weeks ago that I drove him from Arizona to Los Angeles, which is where he's residing now. And the reason that I stopped and said you have to Patreon me to find out what else happens in this segment is because I've decided that for every dollar that you Patreon me, I will be giving 10 of my dollars to him. Do you see? So you'll be giving some of your money to me, and I'll be giving more to him because he's in a situation where his whole life he sacrificed his life, his career. He's got taken advantage of by so many people, and it's time to give back. He's looking for a place to live in Los Angeles. It's very difficult for him, and he doesn't have a lot of finances. And so if I can utilize the information from this road trip and we can help get him back on his feet, and then you in exchange get the information, and I'm just sort of like the middlewoman doing the transaction. So I'm just also trying to get more people to my Patreon channel because I'll be putting exclusive content up there. And I will introduce certain segments of the Jordan Maxwell road trip on my regular YouTube channel, but if you want to find out what he actually says, those will be on my Patreon. I'll put the link right here and below me. And if you can't Patreon, then you can PayPal. And whatever you PayPal me, once again, I'll be matching that and giving it to Jordan. And I'll even show you the transaction and everything. So it's up to you. My PayPal is Love Your Wildlife. And my Patreon is just my name, Rachel Rienstra. Patreon. So there you go. I hate to do that. It's kind of like a to be continued. Kind of like when the Fonz was going to jump the shark. That's why they call it Jump the Shark, by the way. Did you know that? Because in that episode of Happy Days, you have to be over like 35 or 40 to get what Happy Days even is. But the Fonz on Happy Days did the whole jump the shark, and it was his motorcycle. He jumped a bunch of motorcycles, but right when he was in midair, they did one of the first ever to be continued moments of television. So let's just let's call this your to be continued moment. All right. And yeah, it's good stuff. I promise you won't be disappointed, because there's some funny like behind the scenes moments where he gets mad at me for my driving, which you can probably already see from the beginning of this. He did not. I mean, I was his only hope to go to LA, so he didn't really have a choice. But oh yeah, there's some funny moments, and there's mostly some incredibly fascinating moments where you're just going to be like, what? He shares bits of his life that I had no idea. We get personal. I go in depth. I talked to Jordan Maxwell about his family life, his wife. Did he have kids? Why didn't he have kids? Was he religious? What does he think of religion? Did that scar him? What made him get into all the things he talks about? No, we're not just talking about the sun or particular words or symbols. We're getting to the heart and soul of Jordan Maxwell, okay? Only here exclusively on my channel, Rachel Rienstra. And by the way, if you don't know who Jordan Maxwell is, you're totally missing out. If you do, then you're smart enough to know. Go to my Patreon. You'll be helping him out. You'll be helping me out, since I gotta get a little bit for the transaction, you know, like 10% cut, and we can share this knowledge, and then it can help everybody. So he's just not giving away knowledge for free like he always does. All right, bisexuals, go to my Patreon channel. You want to see this, trust me. What are we doing down there?
I don't think you want to know.
Oh, I do want to know. What are you talking about? You can't tell me there's the biggest military base in the world, and I don't want to know what they're doing?
They actually